Hi there, welcome back to the Grape Explorer. Hope everyone's keeping well. It's time to put your thinking caps on. I'm going to test you with 10 questions today, all about the wines of Spain. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm the Grape Explorer. I do wine education, product reviews, and lots of wine tasting, as well as lots of wine quizzes as well. So if that's your thing, consider subscribing. Now let's not hesitate, let's jump straight into question number 1 and a question about labelling terms. Wines labelled Reserva must have spent how long in oak? Is it A, 6 months? Is it B, 12 months? Is it C, 18 months? Or is it D, 24 months? Definitely one of the challenges with the labelling in Spain is remembering the differences between Crianza Reserva and Gran Reserva. It all comes down to not only the time spent in oak, but the time spent in bottle as well. But this question is all about oak, and the correct answer here is answer B, it's 12 months. Now moving on to question number 2 and staying on the theme of labelling terms. The labelling term Vinos de Pajo applies to what? Is it A, small number of single estates with high reputations? Is it B, wines from the town of Pajo? Is it C, wines produced exclusively in Rueda? Or is it D, aged white wines? Labelling terms can be such a minefield, can't it? Trying to understand what all of the various things mean. I mean, clearly vino de is wine of, but what does the Pajo bit mean? Well, in fact, it does mean a small number of single estates with high reputations. So answer A would be the correct one here. Now, moving on to question number 3 and one of the most planted grapes in Spain and the location where it is planted. The white grape Aaron is most widely planted where? Is it A, Rueda? Is it B, Jerez? Is it C, Yecla? Or is it D, La Mancha? Aaron is in fact the most widely planted white grape in Spain, and that's because much of the production is bulk production used for table wines, house wines in restaurants, etc. And so you need a pretty big area with which to grow that. And the biggest area here is La Mancha, so the correct answer is D. Now, question number 4 is pitting your knowledge of geography. The vineyards of Navarra stretch to the foothills of what? Is it A, Sierra Nevada? Is it B, the Alps? Is it C, the Pyrenees? Or is it D, the Cantabrian Mountains? Possibly a tricky one. 3 of these actually are in Spain. Discount the Alps, they're not in Spain. But 3 of them are, so it's about working out the geography of where are they in the country. Now the vineyards of Navarra are stretching northeast through the country. Wait, I need to do that like a weatherman. Northeast through the country, and that means they're actually reaching the Pyrenees. So the correct answer here is C. Question number 5. How well do you know your Spanish producers? Who is the oldest producer of Cava? Is it A, Peaventura? Is it B, Fresinet? Is it C, Gramona? Or is it D, Cordon-Bleu? Quite a challenging one. 2 of these are huge Cava producers in Spain, which might make this one either trickier or you can discount the other 2 immediately. Fresinet and Cordon-Bleu are the biggest producers, but which one's the oldest? Those of you who've gone for answer D have got that one correct. They are indeed the oldest. Question number 6, and just showing the variety of styles that are produced in Spain. Which sherry is characterised by both biological aging and oxidative aging? Is it A, Oloroso? Is it B, Amontadillo? Is it C, Palo Cortado? Or is it D, Pedro Jimenez? And not only showcasing the styles of wine in Spain, simply showcasing the styles of sherry, of which there are of course many. Oxidative and biological contributions to the sherry are going to bring different characteristics. The answer in this case is actually B, it is Amontadillo. Now question 7, this is a region and grape pairing for you. The wines of Torro are predominantly made from which grape? Is it A, Tempranillo? Is it B, Garnacha? Is it C, Monastrell? Or is it D, Verdeco? Now that's not to say that they don't make wines from all of these grapes, of course. This is about which one dominates. Torro, if you know where it is not too far from places like Ribera del Duero, Rueda, Rioja, where the main focus of the grape that's grown there is Tempranillo, and that's absolutely the answer here. It's A, Tempranillo. Staying on the theme of Torro, moving into question 8, might have given away the answer in the last question that I had. Which region sits in between Torro and Ribera del Duero? Is it A, Priorat? Is it B, Rioja? Is it C, Rueda? Or is it D, Bierzo? Now, I did mention 2 of these in the last question. That's why I think I may have given it away. But you still need to then pick 50-50. So those of you who've selected Rueda have got another one correct. Well done. Question number 9, another Spanish producer question for you. Which famous winery is located in the historic Barrio de la Estación, station quarter of Haro? Is it A, Bodegas Contador? Is it B, Dominio de Pingus? Is it C, CVNE? Or is it D, Muga? I think this is quite a tricky one because you need to know where the producers are, and I haven't really given much of that away. The correct answer in this case is actually D. It is Muga. Fantastic wines they produce as well. And finally, question number 10, a nice grape question to finish you off. Which of the following produces wines high in acidity with stone fruit and delicate salinity? Is it A, Aaron? Is it B, Albarino? Is it C, Garnacha? Or is it D, Verdeco? Now, the clue's in the question here with the word salinity, because when you think about salinity, you often associate with perhaps an ocean or a sea, and really there's one of these that stands out as being grown very closely to the Atlantic Ocean up there in the northwest. That is indeed Albarino, so those of you who've gone for answer B have got the final one right. How did you get on with the Wines of Spain quiz? I hope this is something you found enjoyable. It's always tricky to know whether I've made it too hard, too easy, but let me know your scores in the comments section below. And as always, please be suggesting future quizzes you'd like to see. For now, I'm going to say I'm the Grape Explorer. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.